Hey, what's up out there? And hello to my Against the Grain movement. Thank you so much for tuning in to the channel on Financial Freedom Friday, guys. I want to jump on here really quick and talk about some subject matter that I feel like is important with what's going on in this world today with the COVID-19 pandemic. This isn't the first time that you guys have heard me say that, but once again, it's Financial Freedom Friday. So I'm looking at an article today, guys, from the New York Post, dated back January 2018. And it said that 3 out of 5 people, 62% of us in this world would rather be our own boss, but don't know where to get started. Don't think that it's even possible. So I'm going to talk about this, guys, because listen, if you're fortunate enough to not be impacted career-wise, your money hasn't been slowed down through this pandemic, consider yourself blessed, because we have to stop and think right now about those of us that are impacted, the many of us that are impacted. If you're keeping up with the unemployment rates, they're skyrocketing right now. Those that are filing for unemployment are at an all-time high right now. They've even extended the terms for which you can now get unemployment. They've taken it from 26 weeks now to, I think it's 38 weeks. They haven't done a full year yet. But by the time this is all over, they're probably going to extend that to 52 weeks, which means more and more people are now filing for unemployment. So if you're in an industry where your business has not been affected at all, consider yourself blessed. But 3 out of 5 people before this all happened were looking to start their own business, but let fear, didn't know how, didn't go out and study about how to go about doing things, didn't think it was possible. So where are you going to end up on the other side of this? Are you going to now take that chance? Because listen, the biggest tragedy when looking over at a casket, looking over somebody in a casket, isn't so much the life is now come to no more, but it's all of the dreams and aspirations that now lie in that casket with that individual. All of us think that we have another day or another week, but no man knoweth the day nor the hour when we're going to pass on to our next chapter in this life. So I'm urging everyone that if the inner entrepreneur inside of you says, I need to do this, and you've allowed opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to pass you by, and listen, those opportunities don't go away. They just move on to the next person that's in a position to receive the blessing of that opportunity. It just bounces around. That opportunity is still there. How many times have you kicked yourself in the behind for not getting in on the ground floor of a innovative idea that could have made you billions? Google, Facebook, all of these other inventions that have Uber, Netflix, all of these inventions that have come in and grown in astronomical ways, and you sat back and you just watched everything happen. All of that can't be fear. A lot of that, guys, is comfort. So I'm talking to my entrepreneurs on today on Financial Freedom Friday. Now is the time to be thinking about what it is and how you're going to position yourself after this pandemic is over, and you're going to capitalize on your intellectual property. You're walking around, most of you guys, millionaires. Excuse Duke down there. He You know, he trying to protect the house. He think he tough. So anybody that walks by, he's just on antenna mode. So if you hear him in the background, that's what's going on. But most of you guys are walking around with millions of dollars worth of intellectual property that you're just holding on to. You're not putting it out into the atmosphere, therefore it cannot be manifested into the world because you're holding it. You're too scared to let it out there, let it grow its wings and let the universe align with it, and therefore it can be manifested from just a dream or an initial thought into that multi-million or billion-dollar idea that you know that it is. What happens? What happens if Google holds on to that idea? What happens if Uber holds on to that idea? What happens if Maya Roth holds on to that idea? What happens if Against the Grain holds on to that idea and never puts it out? What happens? It dies with you. It dies with you. And that opportunity for you to bring that out bounces on to someone else now. Financial Freedom Friday, guys. So we're going to invoke your thoughts. We're going to wake up your inner passions. We're going to motivate you now to put that billion-dollar idea out into the atmosphere. If you've listened to me before, you know that that's what this movement is all about. The Against the Grain movement is all about getting you to birth your ideas, getting you to motivate getting you to motivate yourself so that you can reach higher levels of who it is that you really were put on this earth to be for the time period that you are here. We must learn to appreciate the life that we have in the time frame that we have it in. And we must make the most out of each and every opportunity and stop letting those opportunities pass us by out of laziness, pure laziness. Most of us aren't scared. Most of us are lazy and have poverty-stricken mindsets. You're comfortable where you are. But nothing great comes out of a comfort zone, guys. And we're continually going to preach and preach and preach this thing until it catches on to the masses that you cannot be lazy in this thing. You could be a lot of things, but you cannot be lazy if you want to reach the levels in which you're falsely chasing after. You look at things on TV and you say, I want that. Understand that laziness, if you see any sort or any type of success in the way that you define it or in the way that you see it, know that laziness was not one of the attributes that got them there. Unless it was passed down and it was given. But for those that you see, that you feel like have been self-invented or self-pushed into a position. For those of you that have looked at an individual and say, oh man, this guy, he really, or this woman, she really motivated herself and she pushed herself and she's self-made. Understand that laziness, comfort zones were not nowhere near any of that which we call success. It's Financial Freedom Friday, guys. Don't miss another train. Don't miss another opportunity for your intellectual property to go out into this world. Even if it doesn't equate to money, it can help someone else. Isn't that what this world is all about? Each one of us teaching and helping another person. Stop being selfish and holding on to your ideas. Put it out into the universe, because I guarantee you somebody else needs it. Stop holding on to your intellectual property because you could have the idea that sparks the next generation of thinkers, of builders, of wealth generators. You could be holding on to that. No matter how foolish or how dumb you think the idea is, you need to get on it. You need to put it out here because your children's 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 children can benefit from that idea that you thought was so minimal and so minute. So it's Financial Freedom Friday, guys. Get out here and awaken the entrepreneurial spirit that's deep inside of each and every one of you. Don't continually build somebody else's dream. Don't continually play the 40-40-40 plan. When you work 40 years of your life, you retire on less than 40% of your income for 40 hours plus a week. We're more than that. We're bigger than that. We have more inside of us than that. And if you're not going to get anything else from this channel, you're going to get the motivation that you need to go out. Stop being lazy. Change your mindset from scarcity to abundance. You're going to hear me say this over and over and over and over and over again until it clicks. So, the power of right now is more and more abundantly clear, guys. There is nothing else but now. There is no future and there is no past. Those things are going to continually plague your mind and play tricks on your mind until you can effectively tune those things out and understand the presence of now. What can you do today to vastly improve your life? What are you doing today that is going to vastly improve your life? Today, right now, what are you going to do once you've clicked off of this video? What are you going to do that is going to make 10x impact in your life? What are you going to do that is going to create massive amounts of progress in your life? What are you getting ready to do today that is going to vastly improve your life? I've made this video. This is going to help someone's life. This is going to get someone off of the couch today and say, I'm going to make a change because I want 10x massive action in my life now. Not tomorrow, not yesterday. I want 10x action in my life now. Financial Freedom Friday, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks so much for the continued support. Continue commenting, sharing, subscribing, hitting the notifications buzzer, spreading the word about what it is that we're doing here on this channel. Thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. Until the next video, it's your boy Top Dog. I'm out. Peace.